Hi guys, welcome back. So today we are doing a Russian almond nail using a tip. So I've got my finger here all ready to go, and the tip that we are using is a standard square tip, but you could use a coffin or a pre-pinched tip, it don't matter. So I'm just checking that I've sized that up right, and what we are aiming to do is to bend this nail in the middle so that the pinch is really narrow. So just grab it equal both sides with the same pressure and squeeze them together, so you end up with that kind of arch in there. So you are going to get this white mark no matter what tip you use, is going to mark, so don't worry about that. It's not going to do anything to the nail, it's not going to make it any less strong, so don't worry about it. So I'm just applying some glue, and when you're applying tips you do not need a lot of glue, so do not go mad with your glue, otherwise you will be sat there forever. So I'm just holding that in place while that sets and sticks to that nail, like so. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take some clear acrylic and I am going to strengthen this nail up before I bend it again. So I'm going to apply this to that join area just to add a little bit of strength. I do add a base layer of clear anyway on my tips, so you may already do that, and if not, it does join the line for you for when you put your acrylics over as well, so that they're in a dip. So once I've done that and that has set up a bit, I am going to pinch that tip again, because sometimes it does want to pop back into its normal shape. So just pinch that back in, get that as deep as you can, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some scissors and I'm going to cut that angle out. It's a 45-degree angle or thereabouts, and then just make sure that pinch is still in there. And then when you file it, you want these sidewalls to be coming out from your natural sidewalls. So if you start from the end of the tip from there and then work your way into the natural sidewall on your nail, it is a lot easier and you will not file too much off. So start from the end of the tip, and then by the time you filed in, it will match up to your natural sidewall. So that was really quick. I will obviously go back in a little bit when I've put all the acrylic on and file all that again, but I just wanted to get that shape there for just so that I know where I am going. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do this nail. I think this one is peach blush or pink blush, I can't remember, I'll have to go have a look, but I will put it in the description below. So I am going to do this in a few beads because I have not really done many of these. I've done a set for tomorrow, I am doing a collab tomorrow, so you'll have to look out for that. But I just thought I'd show you a bit more in detail because I did not do the tip on the video tomorrow. So with these tips, the cuticle area is like a normal cuticle area, it's all flush and then comes up, but the length of the nail, everything needs a spine. So down the center of that nail needs to be raised up, and then the sides are flatter. So when you're putting your acrylic on, make sure that you're flattening them sides in so they come straight up that nail, and then the top part where the meat should I say, that will be rounded. So I'm just filling that nail up in little beads just so that I can get that shape a bit better, and then once I've got all the acrylic on, I will pat that so that I do not have hardly any filing to do. Just make sure that is how I want it. So look at that from all angles, make sure that both sides are even. So I do need a bigger apex area, so I'm just going to add another bead down there. Like so. And then I'm just going to flatten them sides again, make sure they're flat. Do not take too much bulk off of that centre bit, which we'll class as the spine. And then we are gonna, I don't know what I'm doing now. Oh, I found a little dint in the nail, so I'm just going to fill that in, and then I'm going to leave that to set up a little bit, and then I'm going to go back in and pinch this nail. Okay, so I'm going to pinch this nail now. So just test your nail before you actually pinch it. So once it is ready to pinch, make sure your tool is in the center. So the closer to the top of the tool, the lighter the pinch, the closer to the bottom, the tighter the pinch. So if you pinch it too early, you will leave big dents and disrupt your strength when you're doing this. So do not do this too soon. So I'm just going to apply that in, and then just leave that there to push them sides in and strengthen that nail. And then when I take that off, I can go down the length of the nail and squeeze that with my fingers, just to make sure that it's still in that tight C curve. And then while the acrylic is setting up, it will hold that shape for you then. So just press that in. If it's not ready to pinch, it is just going to go squish all together in a big mush, and you're going to mark all your acrylic and it will look a mess. But I'm happy with that, so we can crack on now with the filing. Right, okay. So, why am I still tapping that? I think I was just testing to make sure that the tip had all gone hard as well. So I'm going to redo them side walls, make sure they're straight out from the natural side wall. So I'm going to do both sides of them. I'm just going to tidy the angle part off. Make sure that's nice and sharp. So if they're not equal on both sides here, you'll be able to straighten them off so that they're both the same angle on both sides at this stage. Okay, and if they're not, you could put it underneath and file like that, and then it'd even them both off as well for you. So I just keep dusting just to make sure I can see where each side is going to. I'm then going to go quickly around that cuticle area. So do not take your apex or your cuticle too flat at this point. You want that to be raised a little bit. And then we are going to go and do the sides. So like I said, the sides go straight up. It's not rounded like a normal nail, it's straight up. So I'm going to take that finger to the side and I'm just going to go across, straight across. And you're trying to get two straight lines, and you'll be able to see, you'll have your straight lines, and then on the top it's going to be rounded. And I hope that makes sense. So I'm going to do both sides. And then I'm going to keep looking to make sure both sides are the same thickness and to the same height. So I'm going to go down both sides again. So you can see how straight my file is there. I'm not rounding them sides off whatsoever. Okay, keep looking. And you just try to get that spine at the top. So once you're happy with that spine, you'll have the two marks from your straight lines, and you're just marrying them up. So it's curved on the top and then comes down to the straight parts. So I'm just going across the top and blending all them together. I'm just showing you where the spine is on that. And then you can go near the cuticle to file that in a little bit so it all matches, and then just go in and refine it. If there's anything that you're not happy with, just go in now and sort that out. So once I am happy with that, I will dust this off. And I am really sorry about this camera, but I automatically want to drag the finger to myself, I feel sorry for my clients when I used to do clients, but God, I'm just like, come here. Okay, so you can see that there, it's nice and sharp. So because it is an almond, I am going to round off the pointy bit. You want it to look like an almond from the top, so just round that off slightly and then clean that up. Apply your top coat and cure that for a minute, and that will be this set done. But look out tomorrow for the video where I've done a full set of these. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you again soon. Bye.